What up, guys? What's going on? How's everybody doing tonight? What up, JM? See if we get a couple more people in here, and then I can do an intro and a sweep of the room and all that stuff. For now, use the store. There's 680 items listed in the store at this moment, so give it a scroll through. Don't get too hung up on prices. We always do better deals on multiples, so just let me know what you're looking at. Awesome, All-Star. Good job out there. Got 4 people. I'd like to get at least to 7 to do an intro. See if anybody else trickles in. We'll give it a minute. So as always, guys, give the store a look-see and see if anything catches your eye. I'll do a run-through of some of the newer stuff in a minute. See if we can get more people in here first. What up, Avi? What's going on? How you doing, bud? Fighting these wires. Putting up the tree. Nice, man. That's awesome. I still got to do the outside stuff, but the inside stuff is pretty much good to go. I put up the Gremlins and my figure obscura Santa yesterday. That's all good to go. Yeah, I got them. I got two Marleys. I did one all in and one regular. Um, I wanted to get the mugs though because they had the Headless Horseman mug in stock, and then I was like, had it in my cart. I was debating if what I wanted to get, if I wanted to get a Santa, but I just should have checked out as quick as possible. I should have known just to do an all-in, a Marley, and then the two mugs that I wanted and checked out. But by the time I checked out, the mugs that I wanted were gone. Yeah, the mugs went really fast. I'm hoping maybe at Toy Con this weekend because they're supposed to be at Toy Con this weekend. So once again, if you have a want list from them, definitely keep me in the loop on that because I'm going to be working a show that they're supposed to be working this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. But yeah, hopefully maybe they'll have some mugs there. All right, we got 5 people. We could do a little intro. I cleaned up a little bit. Yeah, hopefully they'll have Valiant Nights. I'll definitely keep an eye out. All right, let's get rocking and rolling. We have some story updates tonight that we need to go through so people can see that stuff. What's going on? Huttheads, this is Joebba's Hut from Joebba's Palace. Whoa. Here with another action figure stream for you. If you have not been here before, this is the way that this show works. There are 680 items currently listed in the store. So go in the store, take a look around, let me know what catches your eye. You can sort by most recent to see our newest inventory. I'm going to do an overview of some of the new inventory in a minute. What up, Crab? What up, Prof? As always, best way to get a good deal is to grab multiple items. So put a couple items together. We'll put a bundle together, and I'll give you a discount at the end. The show, sorry, awesome with the clamshell. Sorry, I got distracted. The prices that are listed are very much placeholder prices. As always, feel free to make me an offer on anything. But like I said, definitely. Let me know what you guys are interested in for sure, and we'll try to put bundles together for everybody and give everybody a awesome setup. All right, let's get into some of the newer items we have available. I did a restock on some Predator stuff, so I have these 3 Predators. I specifically grabbed them because these are all the ones that have light up helmets. Okay, so this is the Lab Escape Predator. This is the Lost Predator, and this is the Laser Shot Predator. So all 3 of them have light up effects on them. That's a restock on some Predator stuff. Somebody I know asked me for a Starship Select Razor Crest. We have that in stock tonight. We got Holiday Boys. If anybody's ready to start adding stuff to their holiday displays, I have a couple options on those. We still have Previsla, Marek, and Hera from the newer Black Series wave. Various other Black Series over here. Morgan is also newer. So those are all new. And then some of the other stuff over here. There's another Holiday Boy up there as well. So if anybody wants to see any of those. For new Funko Pops, we have the new Grand Admiral Thrawn and the new T-Rex Dinozord. I was really waiting for this T-Rex Dinozord because we've never gotten him solo in pop form before. So that is the T-Rex Dinozord Funko Pop and the Thrawn. Those are both Target exclusives. And then there's a retro Boba Fett down there. There's a Ranger Slayer. We have some more Con exclusives. We got a Scarlet Spider. We have the newer Dual Zen Vader in pop form, all that stuff. So there's some Funko Pops for you. Obviously, we have more NECA stuff over here. One of the other new NECA items that we have is the Ultimate Dog Creature from The Thing. So if anybody's after that, let me know. That is brand new for us tonight. Obviously, we have DC stuff. There's all Transformer stuff over here. We still have a Frankentron down there if you're looking for a Frankentron. We also have the Jada Toys Chun-Li. That's a really good line that just started. There's only a couple figures out at this point, but Chun-Li, definitely a fan favorite. So if anybody's interested in her, let me know. For Marvel Legends, these are all Marvel Legends. We do have Spider-Man New Way Home items. So we have Toby, we have Andrew, and we do have the Final Swing Tom Holland Spider-Man. We got the Green Goblin. We still have Retro Moon Knight and Spidey down there. And then for Vintage Collection, and then we got, I restocked Ben Reilly and Elektra from one of the recent retro waves. For Vintage Collection, these are the newest Vintage Collection items we have. We have Hera, Chopper, Thrawn, and Grand Inquisitor. That's all newer stuff. I did a restock on the Drax and Moondragon 2-pack. If you just need Moondragon, I do have her solo loose if anybody needs her. And then we did a restock on some of the Spider-Man VHS stuff as well. So I have Doc Ock and Aunt May and Green Goblin and Mary Jane in stock. And then there's more VHS X-Men, random exclusives, Avengers 60th stuff. This is all Spider-Man stuff in this top left corner pretty much. We have the 3-pack if you don't care about the actor head sculpts. We have the 3-pack for the Spider-Man. We still have that Venom and Mania 2-pack up there. There's some more recent stuff from this year on those. I'll go over here first. For G.I. Joe, we have a couple new items as well. We have... That's true, Doc Ock and Aunt May. Our Trouble Bubble. That was the Python Patrol one. If anybody wants that, I could definitely get you another one. We do have the regular Trouble Bubble, so if you just want the regular purple one, that is available. We have Dreadnoks, so we have Ripper and Buzzer available. I also do have a Zarana, if anybody needs her. We have Agent Helix. She is newer. And then I would say the star of the show tonight. We have Shockwave available. He just looks fucking awesome. So Shockwave's available. We do have that classic Firefly. And then we got Snow Boys down there. There's a Snow Job down there. There's a Snow Serpent down there. There's a Chuckles over here. And then we have various other G.I. Joe classifieds available on this shelf. We do have the Master Morpher for Tommy Oliver. I grabbed this little Avatar Komodo Dragon Rhino type guy. He's a pretty cool dude. Some Mega Figs down here if you're after any Mega Figs. That Mandalorian set is down there. This is the Legions Con 2-pack if anybody's after the War Tour, the Mad 2-pack. It does have the Cabal t-shirt and the dead alien skeleton head. Those are exclusives to that set. Interrogation Room Joker, 89 Batman and Batmobile, N1 Starfighter. We have some Series 1 blind boxes from Micro Galaxy. We got the Scout Trooper over there. Then over here for TMNT, we got some new TMNT stuff. Obviously, we have that Party Wagon, if anybody's after that. We have the Sewer Layer play set. And then from the newer wave, which has been pretty hard to find so far, we have Wingnut and we have Mondo Gecko. So if anybody's after any of that newer Mutant Mayhem stuff from the newer wave, let me know. Or if there's anybody else from that newer wave that you're after, let me know that as well. I'm going to be on the hunt for all that stuff anyway. So that's an overview of most of the newer stuff and the stuff that we have on display. As always, there's 680 items listed in the store. So look through the store. If you sort by most recent, you will see the newest stuff. I take very good detailed pictures of stuff. Once again, all the prices, very much placeholder prices. Feel free to make me an offer on anything. If you're getting multiple items, you're going to get a better deal. So try to put a bundle together. So that is your intro / spiel. So if anybody's interested in anything, throw it in the chat. We're going to be hanging out for a couple of hours. Let me know what you're after. We can just bullshit about figures and do whatever. I have all three. I have Toby and Andrew. I got Final Swing Tom. I got Willem Dafoe, Green Goblin. I got the retro Spidey and Moon Knight. I have Ben Riley and Elektra down there. We got the Venom and Mania 2-pack up there. Some more Spidey stuff over there. We have the straight 3-pack if you're after the straight 3-pack. But yeah, if you want the ones with the head sculpts, those are all available. And B, you know the deal. If you want to try to figure out a deal for a combo, let's see. What do we got them listed at? So just the 3 retro carded Spider-Mans, right? Okay. If I search for no way, I'll see everything. It doesn't need to be that much. All right, so had them listed between 60 and 50 each. Obviously, we're not going to do them for that much. So let's try it like this. I had it at had them like basically at 150. How about 125, B? Let me know if 125 is in your range. You know how this works, so let me know. Just so we can make a couple bucks, put a bundle together, get a couple out the door together. I'm gonna say opening is 125. I had Toby, I had listed at 60 originally. Obviously, we were never gonna sell them at that price. That's like eBay pricing right there. But let me know. And I do have more final swing Spider-Man coming in. So I know Avi, you asked for one, so I have at least 2 more coming. So concentrate on Marvel for a little bit. I'll leave you guys pointing at Marvel. Final swing. Let's see. I had it listed. Yeah, individually, I will do one for 45. Yeah, Avi. If you want me to just run one solo for 45, or if there's anything else you're interested in, like there's new GI Joe classifieds here, any of that. Sorry, shock. I got screwed up, and I was thinking the Spider-Man villain. All right, so say we're starting him at Shockwave. I have him listed. I have him listed at 50. So I'll just give you, if you want to do, yeah, Helix. We have Helix as well. Helix I didn't put as high. But that's Helix too. I'll go over them once more. This is Ripper, Buzzer, Helix, Shockwave, Classic Firefly, and then the Python Boys over here, and then everybody else you've pretty much seen already. I also do have Zarana if you need Zarana and you want to get a bunch of the Dreadnoks together. So let me just add everything up. So pre-priced without any discount, you would be at 100 for Shockwave and Tom Holland. I know I'm giving you the $5 off the Tom Holland, but I'm going to do it as part of the combo deal. So the Tom Holland. Do you have more than one Toby or more than one Andrew? I have 2 of each of the 3 at the moment. I have 2 Tobys. Oh wait, let me make sure. Yeah, I should. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I have 2 Tobys, 2 Andrews, and 2 Toms. Just so you know. So be if you want more than one. Except for I need to reserve 1 Tom for Avi, but we can still give you a 3-pack of Spider-Man if you want to do a 3-pack of Spider-Man. If you need more than one of the other 2, we could do that as well. What up, Catfish? How you doing? So let me know what you're thinking, B. Let me do some math for Avi as well. He like I had her listed at 45. Okay. Plus 45. Okay, cool. I appreciate that, Avi. All right, well, B, let me know what you're thinking. How much for 2 Toby and 2 Andrew? There we go. Okay. 2 Toby and 2 Andrew. 110 times 2. I had them basically at 220 because I had one at 60 and one at 50. 220. If I lower them to 45 each, it would be 180. Let me know if 180 is in your range, B. For 2 Tobys, 2 Andrews. Just throwing it out there saying 180. If you have a counter offer, obviously that's cool as well. We can haggle it out and figure it out. I'm going to say 180. For 4. For 2 and 2. That would be 45. But let me know your budget on them, and we'll figure it out. If anybody else has any other requests, also please let me know, guys. What else was that? And then Avi, if he's leaving the final swing behind, then well, he has his number at 180, and then he can counter on that. If I did Shockwave plus, I had her listed at 45. Master Morpher is just available. Feel free to make an offer on it. We're not auction. We just do bundles and requests, basically. So if you see the Master Morpher in the store, it's right here. Feel free to just let me know what your budget is on it. We can definitely haggle it out. That's what we do. All right, Avi. Let's see. I know, right? Avi, for Helix, Shockwave, and Final Swing. How about 125? I originally had them listed at 145. I'll knock 20 off. You're saying 400. What could I do? I mean, I was looking at least get 45 for those. So I could do 2 for 90. I don't think I can add a third. If you want to do one each for 90, 115. I could do. How about this? I'll put it this way. B. I could do 2 for 90, or I could do 3 for 120. So then you're getting one of them for $30, basically, giving you $15 off. If you want to stretch it an extra $20, I'll give you the 15 off. I don't even remember the other. Yeah, I figured that'll be part of your bundle, Avi. He's only talking about Toby's and Andrew's right now, anyway. Or yeah, like I said, you could do one of each for 120 if you want to do a Toby and Andrew and a Tom. Or you could do 2 of one. You just can't do 2 of Tom. That's the only thing you can't do. And I'll bash it. But Avi, you heard what I said about your bundle, right? I mean, I know we have Tom in your bundle. I just want to see what Pete wants. He needs time to think, though. No, it's all good. I had the big boys. I had listed at 50 each, so that makes them 100. And then I had her listed at 45. But then I was going to give you 20 off of that and do Shockwave, Helix, and Final Swing. I had them at 145. I'm dropping them to 125. I'm giving you a $20 discount on that bundle deal. So let me know, Avi. That's Helix, Shockwave, and Final Swing for 125. Also, we have another Shockwave for anybody else that's interested in Shockwave. Okay, I'll just build that bundle. And then I'll pull the extra Tom in case B wants to do the extra Tom. I will build this off of the Helix listing because I only have one Helix. Let's get this picture in here. Can I get this to bounce? Oh, yeah, I can. I just got a notification that something shipped. Is it going to be a Hiss tank? We're going to have a Hiss tank soon, guys, so you guys are G.I. Joe fans. I mean, I know Avi's got like 5 of them coming in, but. Shockwave. We said 120. All right, Avi, this is your bundle for the night. That's awesome. Okay, that is Avi's. The only thing that I'm removing from inventory is Helix because I have another Shockwave and I have another Tom Holland. So Helix is the only thing that is sold out. But I have a Shockwave and a Helix over here for you, and then I have the Tom Hollands in the other room. And thank you as always, Avi. So I guess we could do a review on Shockwave, Helix, and Tom Holland Spidey tomorrow. So stay tuned for that, guys. Tomorrow night we're going to be reviewing Tom Holland Spidey from the No Way Home wave, Agent Helix. Okay, I can see the W. Oh yeah, of course, B. Of course. We did review both of them. I haven't posted it on my YouTube yet. Here's the. So the body is the same as the 3-pack. But they did make some updates to the deco, like the ridged lines on both of them. They made it so that the paint doesn't like disappear as much. Like they covered more of the paint on the like ridged lines. That was like the main difference. So there's the Toby. Yeah. And then I liked Andrew the most because his head sculpt is really good too. His hair is fantastic. And there's the ridge lines on him with the better deco. Darker suit, better deco. Very film accurate. So those are those boys. And then I will do an up close on the Tom Holland as well. So here's the Holland final swing suit. We have not opened this yet. Okay, Avi, that's cool. Go on Instagram. Let's see. Where is my address? Boop. All right. If anybody else has any other requests, let me know. B, I know you want to like put some thought into it, so no rush on that. If you want to go watch some reviews and make sure that those are the ones you want, that's cool as well. Like I said, offers are open and all that stuff. I'm gonna point us back. I'll leave us pointed over here. Actually, I'm gonna point us at GI Joe just for a little bit, just so people can see some of the newer GI Joe stuff. Anybody that wants to look at some 3 3/4 inch Star Wars stuff, please put that in the chat. I know we wanted to go through some of the 3 3/4 inch clones and battle droids. Somebody asked me to do that. And then, Prof, if you're still here, remind me what you wanted to look at. I know you DM'd me something, right? Okay, hold on. Let's see. I said 90. You're saying 7. I'll make it 74. Uh, 85 for Toby and Andrew. Hold on. Let me check a little bit more, man. Yeah, B. Yeah, we can do that. That works. It's only $5 off of what I was offering anyway. So 42.50 each. You do not want a Tom, right, B? 85. 85. Okay, all good, all good. I just figured I'd ask. All right, let me put a bundle together for you. I'm glad we could figure it out. You know, I want to try to get you guys the best deal possible. At least that I can. All right. What do I need? I'm gonna do a new listing just because I don't want to lose the existing listing. These two together. Continue. Horrible. No Way Home. Toby and New. Next. 85, we said. B, you opening these or you want to review the boxes? Because I have options on both. That's a pretty nice Andrew. I'm not really seeing. Yeah, let's take a look at them side by side so we can pick a box for you. Let me look first on my own just to see which one I like more. Ooh. I like this one on the left more. This one. The only thing on this one I would say is that tippy top right there. See that little guy? But other than that, I'm not really seeing anything. This other one, I mean, it's not really an issue, but I didn't like this edge as much. So I would go with this one. Yeah, this one, right? The one that I think is better is the one you want, right? And then for Toby, I'll put this Andrew out. For Toby's. The good thing is that Avi always takes my shitty boxes, so I always get to retain. I think I like this one more. I don't know if this one matters to you, but we'll review it anyway. So this one has a little bit in the top right corner. That's the bottom right. But I think I like this one more because the bottom right corner is a little bit worse on this one. It has a little more shelf wear to it. So that's why I like this corner better. So I'll go with those two. All right, those will be your two, B. If you decide you want to come back for final swing, Spidey, like I said, I have an extra one tonight. Plus, we're gonna have more next week anyway, so keep that in mind. All right, cool. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate that. If anybody else has any other requests, throw in the chat and let me know. Get this other message back up. There you go. So all that is still intact. So the only thing that we have sold out on tonight is the Agent Helix, guys. Everything else that I mentioned earlier in the intro and that we've been haggling over, those are still available. So Throw that in the chat if you guys are after any of those. If anybody is interested in just that Spider-Man 3 pack up there, that is available as well. Yeah, all good, B. All good. Whatever you're up to. Appreciate you coming back and grabbing stuff. You know we always got the new shit, so. Yeah, I mean, most of them are pre-orders. I made sure to pre-order extras of all those. They're always going to be the hotness. All right, we just have more new Marvel and G.I. Joe stock tonight, so I'm gonna ping pong back to G.I. Joe. And when you guys look at some of that stuff. But if we want to go through any 3 3/4 inch Star Wars stuff or anything else, so the night that we talked about it, I immediately ordered it off of Pulse, but that has not arrived yet. And then I went out hunting, found them at Target. So I grabbed 2 at Target, and I had 2 more coming from Pulse. But I figured, you know what? If I see it in person, I might as well just grab it. So, because I have a show this weekend too, so I was, I wanted the inventory. That's the stuff that people are going to be after. I went to. I mean, the thing is that they had NECA had a sale on figures. They had 20% off of NECA stuff. So basically, on Monday, I hit. On Monday's my day in the office. So on Monday, I finished work early, and then I just hit like all of the targets I could on Long Island and worked my way around. Plus, I had to pick up the store pickup for the Thrawn, the Dinozord. Oh, and we have that Magneto too, the cell shaded the 8-bit Magneto pop as well. So there was reasons for me to go to Targets, and then I just ran into a couple Toms and grabbed them. It's definitely not. That's the type of thing that's like I went to like 6 Targets that day. But when you're looking for multiple things, it makes it worth it, especially when there's like a sale going on for like NECA stuff. NECA stuff is never on sale. You can't even buy it off of Amazon without having to pay shipping. In Long Island. I was out in I was like out on the island. So I went to Farmingdale, Copeg, Comac, Bayshore, and Broadway Mall. So I guess 5. But then I went to GameStop too. I don't think I went to any Walmarts. Kind of avoided going to Walmarts. I don't think there is one in Oyster Bay specifically. There's definitely not a Target that's called Oyster Bay Target. It might be in the area. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Oh, okay. My uncle had a house in Oyster Bay, and like my cousin grew up there, so that's my touchstone to Oyster Bay. I mean, it literally could be another state. Absolutely. Like, I'm not even talking about me going into Suffolk. Like, the furthest I went was Bayshore, but that's not Suffolk yet. Because it's south. There's a really nice shop, a really cool shop in Bayshore. I just didn't have time to go there. I was like, all right, let's just concentrate on the retail Target stuff for now. Everything could piss me off. Also, thanks guys, because I had to pay $125 in tickets today because I had court. I had traffic court. Well, not even traffic court. It was a parking ticket. So this fucking parking ticket, it was literally, I got a parking ticket plus a like I needed to renew my registration. So of course I go to a comic shop, park in the wrong place, like a fucking idiot, and then my registration expired. This was back in February. Okay, this was back in February. So I had to delay this court date 3 times because the first one, I don't know. I probably was just like, you know what? I know I can delay it twice. So it is what it is. I don't feel like going. I'm not gonna go. And I called them and they booted it, right? So then the second date comes up. It's always like 3 month span, right? So the second date comes up and it's when all the Canadian fires were happening. So I was like, which we might have talked about this on stream. I was like, I didn't want to go outside because I have like chronic bronchitis, like you know what I mean? Like you guys here, I'm always like fucking hacking, always have like fucking breathing issues and shit. You know, normally it's mostly dust. Yeah, so I called them and I was like, "Are you guys like gonna be open today? Because there's literally a like an air quality warning right now." And they're like, "Oh no, we're open." And I'm like, "Okay, well I'm gonna have to delay my date again." So then I delayed my date. All right. So now I've delayed my date twice, and I think you're only allowed to delay it twice. So like you can get 3 court dates. You can only delay it twice. You have to go to the third one, right? Third one comes around 3 months later, once again. COVID. I had COVID. We tested positive for COVID, and then my fucking court date came up. So I had to call them again, and they let me move it again. So my February ticket wasn't resolved until tonight in December. So, and this thing had like, for whatever reason, they were charging me a late fee on it. I don't know if I just like didn't respond quick enough or whatever. So basically, it was like at $300. It was $300 for those 2 tickets combined plus the late fees. Then that's not even counting whatever fucking processing fees they do. So I went in tonight and then just said, like, listen, I want to get the late fees out of here. I would like to get the registration thing taken off and all that. Basically, I wanted to pay like 50, but we ended up settling at 125. So from 300 down to 125, which is less than the original amount was. I think that's what sometimes you just got to take it. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to stay there all night. I was in and out in 20 minutes, 25 minutes. The good thing is that it was in New Hyde Park. So all I had to do was go to this like town hall that's like pretty close to me. It's only 15 minutes away. It's actually 2 blocks away from where I got the ticket where the comic shop is. So it's just funny that it just happened to work out that way. But I'm happy I got the ticket over there because I never want to go to fucking do any of the other shit. I mean, at least New York State stuff you can handle it online now, so you don't have to go in, and they'll let you do an appeal through the app, but they never fucking give you anything back with that. But so that's one thing. That's one thing. So the proceeds from your purchases tonight. Oh, there you go, Avi. You paid 125. That's gonna cover my ticket, and then the only profit I'm making is gonna be off a piece. So there you go. But we got a show this weekend, so we're in good shape. And we actually have been doing good streaming the last couple weeks, guys. So I do appreciate everybody supporting us. Ever since we did like the Black Friday stuff over the last couple of weeks, we have been doing well. So I appreciate everybody coming, hanging out with us, bullshitting. You know, it hasn't been as much of a ghost town as it's been. I know people are grabbing gifts for people, and we have new inventory coming in, and people are grabbing it. So I appreciate everybody's support just in general on that. All right, I'm gonna take this. All right, let's point you guys over here. Zer, are you a Destiny fan? Is that from Destiny? Or does that name mean something else? And I'm grabbing my chair now. Things are slightly slower at the moment, so at least get out. Oh, that's from Migraine Ranger. Scared myself for a minute. Oh, if I hide. Oh, I see what's going on here. There's like mod things. There's like a new way to talk to a mod via chat, pin messages. I see. I see nothing. No, but there's. I mean, every once I used to make like Sif a mod, and I've made Rich a mod in the past. You could be a mod if you want, but I don't even. I mean, we don't have trolls, so I don't really need it. We don't have trolls, and it's never like too crazy. It's a lot of power. I mean, they can't really do much. They can kick people, I guess. The main thing that they would be able to do is to boot people. Oh, is Dale? I wonder. Dalamar. Let me tag him because I have stuff ready for him. Hope that's not annoying, but Dalamar. Dalamar. Gotta put some thought into what I'm gonna be bringing to this show this weekend. All the GI Joes, we know that. We did decent Marvel restocks. I do wish I had some more No Way Home Spideys. We have the Green Goblin. Oh, I wanted to check what my order his ship thing is. Oh no, it's the hopefully this will be here. Some Pulse stuff, some vintage collection stuff is coming. Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to have one for the last show. But I mean, I have the Turtle Van, I have the Sewer Layer playset, I have the N1 Starfighter, I have the 89 Batman with the Batmobile. So we have some like bigger ticket items that we can offer people. It's not the end of the world. I gotta do something with these speeder bikes up here, and I gotta do something with the I also still have those Jawas, but I don't mind those as much. I actually should put them on the Christmas display. That's what I should do with them. The Jawas. Alright, that is Star Wars. I'm gonna point you guys back at Marvel stuff. Marvelous. Once again, if anybody's just joining us, there are over 670 items listed in the source, so let me know what you guys are interested in. Oh yeah, we get bullshit about Godzilla minus one. If anybody has not seen Godzilla minus one or cares about spoilers for Godzilla minus one, uh, I mean, well, we might be able to see. Maybe we should save it for tomorrow. I don't know. We can talk about it tonight. I could always clip it out. I just wish I had. I mean, we could point at the Godzilla figures if we want. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Never gonna work like that. Our room is not set up like that. So Godzilla minus one. What do you never have I? This is what Avi's saying, just for the YouTube audience. If we end up clipping this out, Godzilla minus one review. If anybody has any problems for Godzilla minus one spoilers, I mean he destroys shit. You know, like it is what it is. So Avi says, just to lead us off, Godzilla minus one. I never have I ever seen a more powerful, iconic, and beautiful Godzilla movie. But oh man, was he petty in this one. Oh yeah. This Godzilla is a real prick. He does not give a shit. He's just there to destroy shit. He's one of the reviewers that I saw, I watched like a short. I watched some reviews. Said that he's very much a force of nature. That's what John Campea said. He's very much a force of nature in that movie. He is just existing, and his only existence is to destroy shit. He's turning fish inside out and chasing people. That one scene, well, when it opens up and it's a little Godzilla, that was pretty cool. And I liked it the way that they made it so that like there is a time jump, but that's necessary for both the human plot and for Godzilla to grow into what he obviously becomes, like a full-fledged Godzilla. Yeah, he definitely is like way into it. Yeah, so just the fact that he's just fucking shit up the whole time. His his atomic breath is atomic breathtaking. It's really cool the way that his back fins, his spiky back fins, like lock into place, and it's like it's loading a fucking gun. And then he basically like snipes shit, you know what I mean? And the impact afterwards, what up, Seth? The impact afterwards, the fact that it is like you know, it's a Blu-ray. It's a Blu-ray. Thanks, Sony. But then the impact afterwards very much is like an atomic bomb went off. Like that's it has the mushroom cloud, it has all that stuff, and it's just fucking devastating. Really cool shit. And then it's cool that like yeah, it's an Oppenheimer. It's I mean I it's a fucking much more entertaining movie than Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer it was well made, but there's only one atomic blast in the whole movie, which is fine. It just I don't need to rewatch Oppenheimer. Like I'm never gonna need to rewatch that movie. Maybe to just track how high Cillian Murphy's pants get. Because by the end of the movie, he's pants up to his nipples and hat down to his shoulders. He's all hat and pants in that movie. That's interesting. And then at midnight, it turns into Barbie. The Jaws esque chase scene is really cool. Really cool. And obviously, listen, it's like I was saying, I'm not an actual film critic, but the human story, if you take that human story and it's just a movie about that, it could be an Oscar contender. The fact that Godzilla is in it means it will never be an Oscar contender. And obviously, you need like slightly better actors for it, but the actual writing, which I'm not saying that the actors were bad, there was some overacting. There's some things that don't translate. Um, but like, if they took that script and they put it in the hands of like Oscar-worthy actors, then it could be an Oscar-nominated film. Do you think it'll be nominated for Best Foreign Film? That'd be interesting. That'd be crazy. Imagine if it won a fucking Oscar. That'd be hilarious. So that's what's going on with that. Yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, I listen. I've watched a lot of Godzilla movies, and at some point they kind of all blend together. we know that there's different eras and all that stuff. The first one is just a great movie. Um, but obviously it's old and like outdated. It holds up, but it's just that I love seeing Godzilla fight other monsters. Those movies always tend to get very convoluted, where it's like, all right, well, any loose older figures, toys? Not really. The only loose stuff is we have some 3 3/4 inch Star Wars, but it's not really that old. We can look at those if you want, but I don't really have like vintage old stuff. If there's something specific you're after, let me know, Heavy. Um, it's a great movie featuring Godzilla. Yeah, that's true. I totally lost my train of thought. Yeah. Anyway, so like most recently, King of the Monsters, right? That movie has a decent amount of action in it, but not enough action because they spend so much time on human characters. Which I understand that, like, for budgetary reasons, you do have to do that, but you don't have to write them so shittily. Like, the family in King of the Monsters is so lame. Kyle Chandler, he's squinting throughout the whole movie. They're giant monsters. I don't know why you need to squint, bro. You don't need to squint. There's a monster right there. You know? And then, like I said, I think I said the same exact thing last week. So Sith is basically like watching the same show we did last week. But that Vera Farmiga monologue in the middle of that movie is just so annoying. It's just a shittily written movie. It is like there's too much going on in this movie, and that's like the trap that movies with Godzilla and other monsters falls into. Like I would love to see a movie where it's a well written reason for everybody to be there, and even the older ones, it kind of gets like that. Um, but they're also like those are foreign films, so it's different. You know what I mean? Like I'll always be more critical of a Hollywood film that doesn't know how to write shit. Um, but the other thing about the older ones is that a lot of it when the fights are happening is like Godzilla is doing his roar over and over and over and over again, and like you can only listen to that so much. Let's see Godzilla as an independent woman, to be honest. Oh, the sailors who independent, throw your paws up in the air, wiggle your tails left and right. Yeah, so you just need like balance. I don't know, good writing and balance. And then that's the thing is that this movie had just well written human characters. That's it. We're gonna touch on PTSD and the loss of your honor. These are things that are very important. Well, the PTSD isn't necessarily important, but it's part of Japanese culture because they literally had 2 nukes dropped on them. You know what I mean? Like people that weren't even in that war have PTSD from that, and obviously long-lasting health effects and like entire region getting fucked up, all that stuff. The way that they dealt with the aftermath of the atomic bombs dropping, and then also dealing with kamikaze pilots, all that type of shit. That was just really well written, just fucking awesome. Great job. It's written so much better than a Godzilla movie should be. And that didn't stop them from delivering. I mean, this thing had like a less than $20,000 budget, and Godzilla still looked fucking awesome. Like it's a good design for Godzilla. It has the touchstones of like him awkwardly walking with his hands at his sides and stuff. That's the thing that fucking Godzilla does. But like everything that he did looked great. Like his eyes are so menacing, you know. And there's a good scale to him. He's not the biggest Godzilla, but he is a fucking big Godzilla that's there fucking shit up. And everything that he does has weight. Like the night he has pink eye. The night that I saw the movie and we were bullshitting about it, I know we talked about Monarch, which I did not start yet, but I did rewatch Godzilla in '98, and like that movie, it's so funny because I felt like I had a read on that movie, and it is like, listen, it's a fun, entertaining movie. It's clearly a fucking piece of trash, but it's still a fun, entertaining movie. I loved it. My only criticism was that the one character lived at the end. It kind of cheapened the earlier emotional scene. The one thing that I will say, Avi, is that he has this struggle throughout the whole movie where he feels like he cost other soldiers their lives. He feels like he didn't do his job. He has a lack of honor. He's lost his honor. He just wants to finish. They say it in the movie. He wants to finish his war, and until he finishes his war, he does not feel like he deserves to have a life going forward. But then at the end, he gets that back by doing everything that he can, to like try to stop Godzilla and try to stop the situation that all these people are in. And the fact that he digs up that old sergeant or whatever it's called, whoever he is, who's the mechanic that fixes the plane that they need in order to do what they need to do at the end and all that stuff. That guy. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I will say that. Well, I'll finish my point anyway. I know I don't need to make the point because you agree with me, but I love the fact that that guy forgives him, understands it, lets him know that he forgives him, and then there's a part where you think that he's. I mean, my buddy called this out in the movie. He ended up being wrong, but it is what it is. There's a point where you think that he's tricking him into like, oh, this is the thing you do to prep the explosive, right? When he did that, I thought it was like, oh no, that's like he's tricking him into ejecting, right? Like it's an ejection seat. And then they clean it up at the end where it's like, oh no, he told him so that he could make his own decision to live. Because he could have just said, I got to make sure this happens, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to barrel into Godzilla and all that stuff. I don't deserve to live. This is the end of my war. The fact that he makes a decision to eject out of the plane himself was a great moment for that character. He's making the decision to live. He gets to move forward and have his family. Now, and once again, guys, these are Godzilla spoilers. All right, so sorry, but that's what we're talking about right now. So once again, spoiler, because this is like probably the biggest spoiler in the movie. It is ridiculous that she ends up living. Mostly because of like the way that you see her get swept off screen. And the impact that we've already established with how much devastation that anything Godzilla does is creating. Instead of an entire building full of gravel and rock and bricks and shit, she somehow got flung into a mattress. Yeah, listen, it is ridiculous. I mean, and she was fucked up at the end. Like, half of her head was basically fucking caved in. She lost an eye. She's gonna have a glass eye going forward. They get to do eye stuff now. That's pretty hot. And she had some other injuries and stuff, so she clearly had injuries. But like, as soon as they get that phone call, though, you're like, oh, she's probably alive, and then she ends up being alive. But I mean, at the end of the day, it is nice though. I mean, I guess you could have said, all right, well, he gets to raise his adopted daughter, but it is a better ending that they're all together, and not to mention the fact that something was going on there too, because there was like a black thing happening on her neck. I caught it when it was happening, and I was just like, I don't know what the hell that is. It could be something. It could just be, the lighting or whatever being weird. But the fact that there was something going on with her neck, like something's going on there. So like, is it a reason why she survived? Is there more to that? Or are they just saying like, all right, well, she got infected. Well, I mean, did you not see it when it happened? Because she's in the hospital bed, and there's like a little, you can see like a black. It almost looks like symbiote, but like under her skin. So it could be something like that. I mean, I know that Shin Godzilla, they were gonna have little basically like zombie type things going on in the sequel, and they actually were supposed to have it in the movie, and they left it on the cutting room floor. So that was like a whole thing. So maybe they're taking what they were planning on doing with that plot and doing it. And the guy that directed Shin Godzilla, they wanted him to make another one, and he refused to. I think because they made him make so many edits in that movie, because he had some bizarre shit going on, and there's footage out there of some of the like zombie like things that they had going on. Um, so I think that's why he didn't come back. But I think that they had an idea of what they wanted to do with the sequel. Like clearly, the fact that you see the little like deformed Godzilla in the sea, clearly he's gonna come back. But now there's might be some like disease element to this. And plus, they've dealt with radiation poisoning and stuff. Like that's the region where this shit was happening. So you don't know. Obviously, there's going to be more of a sci-fi element to it when it happens, but we'll see. I mean, it's definitely. I can't imagine. It's made a ton of money, so I can't imagine that it's not gonna. It's COVID minus one. Yes, that's exactly what it is. I mean, we're gonna get a sequel based on how much money it's made, and then we get the Godzilla X Kong. Whatever. I don't even know what the fuck it is. What the subtitle was again? I completely forgot. What did we think of that trailer? Now I don't mind the pink Godzilla because it does look cool, and we've gotten him before like that. But like I don't know, I gotta be honest with you. Like Peter Jackson did a really good King Kong movie, and the other one is okay, but King Kong's kind of fucking boring. And I want to watch Monarch so I can get plugged back into that world. I like the fact that there's all these kaiju and stuff. The whatever the what's something the what is it? Something Earth theory, Hollow Earth theory thing. So that's like a whole thing, but it's a cool way to give us cool monsters. And I mean, we've gotten Ghidorah before, we've gotten Mechagodzilla. we want Mecha Ghidorah, but you can't like that's like literally like first movie is the Mutos, second movie is Ghidorah and Rodan, and then we add Mothra as our ally. Third movie is adding King Kong as an ally and then fighting Mecha Godzilla, right? For us to go right into Mecha Ghidorah, it's like, I mean, I don't know how many of these movies we're gonna get, and he might show up, but I mean, Biolante is an interesting one. He'd be a cool one. And there was the other one, the one that like shrinks. It's super silly, the new movie. I'm not too bothered by it, but was hoping for a return to classic monsters and not new stuff. Cat Jaguar. No, not that guy. Fuck, what's his name? I couldn't think of it earlier either. It'll come to me eventually. But yeah, the fact that we're just getting like I said, I'm already fucking bored with King Kong. I am. I'm bored with King Kong. Like he's a big ape. Got it. Like that's something that exists in the world already. Like it's a gorilla. You know, there are great King Kong movies. Like I said, the originals, even the Jeff Bridges one I enjoy, and the Peter Jackson one I like. That's fine. We've got he's a star. It is what it is. But King Kong, I feel like we've done everything we can do with King Kong. They tried to expand it way too much in the last movie. But he himself is a boring fucking character. So now you're gonna give us our villain is an evil King Kong? Like that's fucking lame as hell. Like you just changing the color of King Kong and making that the fucking villain. Yeah, and it's not anything we've ever done. Somebody said the best thing that somebody said about it is like, oh, I guess it's a Primal Rage crossover because it looks like the ape that you can be in Primal Rage. But there's like so many good fucking characters they haven't gotten to yet, and we're already gonna fucking make up some bullshit just to expand this Hollow Earth nonsense that we're all over by now anyway. Like, it is what it is. But like me seeing King Kong fight a King Kong in a different color, because you know that that's gonna happen, is like not that entertaining to me. I'm sure that they can make it cool in some way, but you know, I want some fucking weird. Like the thing is that there's so many, like you said, there's so many classic characters, and I enjoy going back and watching those old movies. And they did some really great stuff with practical effects. And I'm always going to prefer practical effects over CGI. But these movies have huge budgets that should mostly be dedicated to giving us awesome fucking monster fights. That's all we want in these movies. Just give me awesome monster fights. That's the only thing I fucking care about. So instead of getting to see some cool creatures, like I'm using Biolante as an example, you've got fucking who's the other guy? This guy, the alien one. This dude. I'm forgetting his name now. But even if you just look at my shelf, like there's cool characters on here that we could get. Claw McDude. I don't know why I'm forgetting. What up, Dale? How you doing? Giving us cool versions of those in CGI where we could actually see them fight and get some like good choreography going. Getting updated versions of those. That's like my priority. Instead, you're gonna give us a fucking another monkey. Like we already know what the monkeys are. we're talking about. We were talking about Godzilla -1 and kind of reviewing that, and then we no, it's all good, Dale. And then we were talking about the new Godzilla X Kong trailer. I forgot what the subtitle was. All right. Dale wanted to look at some 3 3/4 inch Star Wars. So the two things that which I don't know if I showed these to you yet, but I'll show you just some basic options. So if you want to just do like a clone trooper army build, this is a good set for that because you're getting 3 clones with vintage collection, so it's the most up to date 3 3/4 inch articulation that you can get. You're getting 3 clones and then a 4th commander. So that's a good like set to start building a clone army. And I have more than one of these, so if you want, those, or if you only want a couple clones out of this, that's cool. I'll break up this set that is available. For battle droids, I have these. I have a couple of these. I have at least 3 of these. I think I have more than that. And then I got these battle droids. So they are based off of the Tartakovsky cartoon, but they do stand in good as battle droids because obviously they are battle droids. So you have those as well. So for 3 3/4 inch clones and battle droids, those are 2 options if you want to do like a setup for those. I have 3 of these over here at least. I have 2 of those 2-packs. I'm pretty sure I have more battle droids. So if you want to grab any of those, you could probably figure out a good deal on those. Other than that, we can look through some other stuff. 5 days. I'll leave 1 set of these home, and I have plenty of battle droids, so I'm not worried about it. So, do you know how many you want, Dale? I'll leave 1 set of clones, and then how many battle droids do you think that you want? I'm not too worried about it. 3. Okay, so I'll do a set of clones and 3 battle droids. I'm gonna put those in the corner. Those are yours for now. And then if there's extra stuff that doesn't sell at the convention that we're working this weekend, we could deal with that later. So so next week's streams, if you want to come back, we can figure out a deal for those. It's basically 7 figures. Let's see, how would I price this? Those I usually do for 25. I'll knock them down to 18 times 4 would be that, and then those ones I'm not too worried about. Probably just do them for like 12 each. So I have them. Or doing that. I'm gonna try to do it for you like under $100 for those. I have plenty more vintage collection. So if you want to look through more vintage collection stuff, we could definitely do that, Dale, which is fine because we haven't done it yet tonight anyway. So we'll do a little run through of some vintage collection stuff just so that everybody can see all the stuff that we have available. So just to start off, the stuff that we have featured tonight is I have Hera, Chopper, Thrawn, and the Grand Inquisitor. So those are some of the newer items that are available tonight. We have the N1 Starfighter down there. We have an Admiral Akbar over here. Awesome, Dale. That's great. We have the Speeder Bike and Scout Trooper. There's an Endor bunker down there, and then there's a Tantive 4 playset back there as well. How much is the N1? What do we have the N1 listed at? Hold on 1 second. I would definitely update this price at this point, but and I had it listed, just listed at 200. I would definitely lower that now because it's been out a little bit longer. I'm gonna say, just as an opening bid, I'll say 175. Obviously, we're gonna haggle that out when you're actually ready to grab stuff and when we're doing a combo deal. But I'm gonna price it. I had it at 200. I'm gonna lower it to 175 just because I know it's been out a little bit longer, and then we can take it from there. So if you decide, that's my range. Obviously, we're gonna probably go down from there, but I'll just say 175 for now. All right, let's grab some more vintage collection stuff, and we'll take a look. All right, this is one of the shorter bins, so this one will move quick, and then I have two more that are full bins. So we have prototype stuff. If you're after prototype retro stuff at all, that's a prototype Mandalorian. There's a couple different options on these. I won't show all of them. If you decide you're interested in one, then I can show you the variations we have. I have the same thing for the Luke. We already showed Thrawn. Here's a Skiff Guard Lando. This is a carbonized Imperial Death Trooper. So this was a Walmart exclusive. If you're after a Death Trooper with a little extra paint deco. This is a Corvus Ahsoka. Here's a prototype Boba Fett. I'm Mandalorian, my bad. I'm not sure one of those already. Like I said, this is the light box. I'll move on to a better box after this. And then just to show the rest of the stuff that's in this box, I have a Reva, I have a Morak Boba Fett, and I have an IG-11. These are all retro, so these are 5 POA retros. Right, let me grab a better box for you. I gotcha. All right, then we have for the deluxe boys. We have the deluxe Dark Trooper. We have the deluxe Tatooine Boba Fett. And we have the deluxe Paz Vizsla for the deluxe vintage collection items. All right, let's keep moving here. Reba McEntire. Casca the Grouch. Nien Nub. Tusken Warrior. I know that you already have this Endor Leia shoes in your picture. I don't know. Did you grab that from us? Cassian. Moff Gideon. This one does come with the Darksaber. Din Djarin in disguise. A Figrin Dan if you're building a band, Vagrant Dan band. Attack of the Clones, Mace Windu. Sith Jet Trooper. Mandalorian Super Commando Captain, or Horny Mando, we call him. Pre-Beskar Mando. Sith Trooper. Imperial Light Cruiser Luke. Shea Vizsla. More prototypes. We don't need those. Axe Wolves the Ride coming to Disneyland. Hoth Soldier. We also have a retro Grand Moff Tarkin. And a Echo Base Battle Gear Rebel Soldier. All right, that is it for that box. I got one more box to go through. So this one, I have another set of those clones. Like I said, I knew I had more than one. So that would be 8 clones total, 2 commanders, and 6 regular clones if you decide that you want them. Here's Death Troopers. So there's 4 Death Troopers in there. If you're already building Hoth Troopers, here's some Hoth Troopers, some variations on Hoth Troopers, which we already showed 2 carded ones, and then those are just various other ones. This is Cad Bane. So this is a live action Cad Bane. Why need like more light on that? We showed a Corvus Ahsoka already, so we don't need to show that. Skiff Boys, we got Klaatu and Cathaba. Yak Face. Death Watch Mandalorian. Vel from Andor. Another Casca the Gratch. You're going to see that. Off-World Jawa. Nikto, another Skiff Guard. Woof. Aldani Mission Cassian. It's Cassian in disguise. Battle Droid, you know what that looks like. Emperor Palpatine. Face sculpt on this is really good. If I can get it on there. You can kind of see it. Bespin Security Guard. This is the vintage collection non-retro version of Morak Boba Fett, so that's the one with the actual good articulation and stuff. That's Morak Boba Fett. That's a nice Boba Fett. This is an Arc Commander Havoc. So there's some Clone Wars right there. That's Havoc. And then I have 332nd Ahsoka clone. I think I have more than one of these if you decide that you were like army building those as well. Ahsoka clone right there. And then I have the two Droid Factory ones. So I have the Bartender Droid. And I have the Franken Droid, which is a Halloween release. So that's most of the vintage collection stuff that we have. I have another Skiff Guard multi-pack. I don't know if you're interested in that at all. Havoc? Yeah. All right, so we're going to stash Havoc as well. So right now I have 3 battle droids, 1 clone set stashed, and Havoc for you. So you got 1 4-pack and then 4 singles. If I had you shouldn't have broken the one that I gave you, Abby. All right, Havoc is stashed. So you got 3 battle droids, a clone 4-pack, and a Havoc stashed at the moment. And I'll hold those until next week for you. Crest of negotiations. That's fucking hilarious. What is it's like? What is it like? The flip phone part is broken. Oh, the buttons don't work. Oh boy. That's funny. Oh, and then I don't know if it was you, Dale. I know somebody asked me last week about a Hot Wheels Starship Selects Razor Crest. So I did stock that as well. I know somebody asked, so just waiting and seeing if they come back. Otherwise, if anybody wants it, they can have it. It's all good. Veronica Vaughn. Let's check. Not seeing one on the figure site. Let me look him up. No, the only version of the Ahsoka clone that they've released is that clone that I had in 3 3/4 inch. They've done a Black Series version and a 3 3/4 inch version. They haven't really done any variations on that as far as commanders. Did he previously have a non Ahsoka clone look to him though? Oh yeah, I was just talking about specifically the stuff that we carry. Because he has the like ARC Trooper visor. Okay, so there's a 501st version of him in the blue. I'm saying not in figure form, I'm saying just in general. His old outfit before he changed his helmet was 501st. Gotcha. Well, I don't think that they've done him in Vintage Collection. And I don't think that we have any 501sts left at the moment. But I'll keep an eye out. We had a Black Series 501st a couple of weeks ago when we sold it. Yes, that's going on with that. That's pretty much the vintage collection stuff. I mean, there's more 3 3/4 inch stuff that we can go through, but it's not as much clones. It's mostly like trilogy stuff. Um, it's not as much prequel trilogy era stuff. All right. If anybody else has any other requests, let me know. Hang out for a little bit longer. It's 1:20. I'll go ahead and say. I mean, I don't know if anybody else is gonna come. I'll hang out a little bit longer. Let me know what you guys are interested in. You mean like I was gonna say ornaments. I don't have any ornaments. You want to see my tree though? It's actually not as nerdy as you would expect it to be. Well, first things first. Turn this back on. Here's the Christmas display. So there's the gremlins. Trying not to be too loud out here. And then there's your Santa, Krampus, and then I somehow got a Christmas sweater on that spider gremlin. Yeah, I've actually done that gremlin display better in the past, but just wanted to get everything up. Plus, there's like accessories missing this year. And then here's the tree. So we went a little crazy with the Target birds this year. But we do have the C3PO and R2D2. There's a Reptar down here. The Captain America over here. There should be a Green Ranger somewhere. I don't remember where he ended up. I put a Santa hat on this Joebba. There's a Vader. There's a Chewbacca too somewhere. The Chewie over here. My Green Ranger might be in my parents' tree at home. I don't know if it ever got pulled over here. That's what's going on with that. We got to do the outside too. Just haven't had time. Oh, and then there's all Christmas critters over here. All these dudes are over here. That's basically it. So that's what's going on there. Sorry, I didn't want to be too loud out there. only got the two in the booth. That was one over there. I probably would need to verify that, Dale. You're looking to make a move next week, right? You're not going to grab anything tonight? Because I'll double check in between shows and let you know. Because I think one of them might have ended up in a bin in the attic. I think I at least have two, but I can double check for you. But I can stash. I'll stash at least one for you, and I'll verify the other ones. Yeah, let me pull it. All right, he's stashed as well. So I have a Havoc, a 332nd, 3 battle droids, and 1 clone set. 1 second. So typically when we start out with vintage collection stuff, we like to try to get $25 per figure. Obviously you're buying a bunch of figures, so I'm not going to charge you $25 per figure. So where's my phone? So for the 4-pack, there's 4 in there. Let's just start like this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I got 9 figures. All right, let's look at it this way. If it's 9. So I'll say on a combo deal for those 9 figures, assuming we're not adding any more 330 seconds or anything like that, I'm going to say 150. You're getting 9 figures. You're getting 1 multi-pack that has 4 clones. You're getting the 332nd. You're getting the exclusive, that was the Havoc. You're getting 3 battle droids. Technically they were exclusives also. That makes them, if it's 150 divided by 9, that only makes them like under $17 per figure when we typically usually try to get $25 for a figure. So you're saving between $8 and $9 per figure on the combo deal. That's like my breakdown for you. And he's pretty much just paying retail for everything. So I'll say the current pile will say 150. Yep. Just so we're on the same page. I'll hold those for now, and we can figure it out next week. All right. If anybody else has any other requests, please let me know, guys. I'm gonna point you guys at some Marvel stuff for a little bit, but there's a room full of stuff here. We have over 600 items available. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit longer, so let me know what you guys are interested in. Throw it in the chat. And then obviously, if you decide you want that N1, we can do an even better deal than that too. I'll give you money off N1, obviously. So Dale, I have one of those Obies. He is pricey. I think that I'm sold out on that multi-pack though. I can probably get another one. Let me see. Bad. Yeah, I should be able to restock that Bad Batch. I don't know if I can get it by next week, but I could definitely work it into a future sale. I just want to figure out the best way to grab it. And then I can show you the Obies. Those ended up in protectors in the attic, so I'll pull them for next week and we'll take a look at them. Because I should have a personal one and a regular one, so you can kind of pick whichever one you like more. Then I have your pile here for now. All right, cool. I'm gonna delete that actually, that Bad Batch. I didn't realize it was still there. Because you know what happened to that set? We ended up breaking up that set for somebody. I think like people wanted specific characters out of that. Hey, Apple. Um, that I will double check and let you know on. I know this is like ridiculous that I mean we're not really doing a giveaway tonight, just because we port our inventory over every single show. So tonight was not really a show where we were doing giveaways. So um, apologies for that. But next time we have like a successful show, maybe I'll run a giveaway. But we don't really do that many giveaways here. I just try to give people like good deals the best that I can. So we're gonna be setting up for a show this weekend. So on Friday, I'm gonna pull all my inventory and figure that out. So if I see an apple, I'll definitely let you know. But there's not one on the shelf, I don't think here, because we sold a couple the last couple weeks, so it might be sold out. I know it's ridiculous. It's just we had that whole Black Friday stream, and I haven't had like an inventory pull since then. So sometimes we gotta just update that and keep it updated. Usually, I have a better handle on it, but we're gonna be packing for a show on Friday, so I'll be able to find more stuff then. Oh, I'm just tired and don't want to look for stuff because we're getting towards the end here. Put that in the chat also. That is a Black Series 6-inch figure, that Apple Dale. Just so you know. And like I said, even if we don't have it, I should be able to restock it. So and just FYI, when this show ends, I'm going to port over the inventory to the next show. So you can still look through the inventory and you'll be able to make a want list, continue making a want list out of that. All right, it's 1:40. I'm going to go ahead and say that it is last call for figures. Last call for figures. So if anybody has any requests before we sign off, please let me know. I'll do another sweep of the room for you guys. We have some restocks on Predators over here. This is all of the Predators here have the light up masks. That's why we grabbed them. Here's some Star Wars items over here. Newer Star Wars, we have Hera, Marek, Pre Vizsla, and then we got some Holiday Boys over there. There's more Black Series behind that. And then there's even more Black Series over here, more Galaxy Box stuff, some Darth Maul stuff, some deluxe options. We have Morgan, we have Dark Trooper. We got some Obi-Wan related items over there as well. This is OG Chopper and Ezra. There is a newer Chopper over here. And then just more Star Wars over there. There's another holiday figure up there. There's some troopers, stuff like that. For pops, so the predators that we have four predators. We have the laser shot, the lost, and the fugitive. So those are all the light up predators. And then I have a, what is it? The city hunter. Hold on 1 second. I just don't want to screw up these pops. I have the shaman over here. That's like the albino one. So we have the shaman and the lost for the like mainline predator ones. I have the laser shot, who's like the action figure type one, and then I have the lab escape fugitive, which is from the movie. These we usually do for like 50. But if you're looking at more than one, obviously I'll do a better deal than that. But any other predators, I price them at 50. Oh, and then I have some more high end stuff as well, some like older ones. So we have a Scar. We have a Celtic. Once again, they're all sealed boxes. Yeah, most of the stuff that we have, Dale, is sealed stuff. So then it would just be a matter of you reviewing the box and seeing if you like the condition. The Scar, I think, is listed. Let's see. Let's pull up the listings for our predators. Predator. Oh, I actually have them listed at 60, but that is what it is. It didn't list the Scar on here? Okay, it's going to be on my eBay then. eBay. Which eBay is a little bit more expensive because they take more of a cut. But I'll at least tell you what we have them listed for on eBay. So I have Elder Predator version 2. I have that listed on eBay for 120. I have the Celtic, which from AVP, which I have listed for 150. And then I have the Scar. I have it listed for 100. But like I said, we would do better prices here because they take less of a cut on whatnot. But there is at least a picture of the Scar for you. They're not dead mint because obviously they're older, but that's the best Predator. That's my personal one up here. That's the only Predator that I've opened a couple, but that's my dude up there. That's the Scar. He's the best one by far. Yeah, so those are the ones that we don't have in the room at the moment. Here's the Celtic. Well, these are all my promo pictures. Once again, any of this stuff we can prep for next week. And there's the Elder. We can review box condition, review prices, try to put. Oh yeah, my bad. These ones, yeah, I just was being lazy. So the Lab Escape, they all have window boxes. So here's the Lab Escape. That's what he looks like. And these are all sealed. And then that helmet, I believe, is the one that lights up. This one has a little bit of an issue with the box in the bottom right corner over there. This one might be the best of these light up ones. I don't know. I can't put CI between this one and the laser shot. This is the Lost. And that's him right there. And then that's the light up helmet. And you can always tell if you're ever looking at these Predators, it'll show on the bottom that like how to change the batteries for the helmet. That's how you can tell if it has a light up helmet. And then this is the laser shot. Lasers, blazes, all kind of azes. Is the laser shot. I believe the Lost did. Sorry, I know they like do such a terrible job of keeping the lighting on these. So this one does have cannons in the back. See over his shoulders. Got cannons there, so I think that one's the laser one on the right side. The Lost should have a traditional one. Yeah, the Lost has a more traditional cannon. You can see over his right shoulder right there. And then the Fugitive was more of like a naked predator, so I don't think that he had it. But the Shaman, I think, might. No, actually, he might not. The Shaman does not, but here's a look at the. Look at that one. Let me look at the picture of the scar again. I do not remember. The scar that I'm selling is sealed, so it comes with all the accessories that it would come with. I don't think the scar comes with a mask. I think it just comes with this open mouth face. That's fucking funny. I think it just comes with that head. But he does have a laser cannon. Let's see who else. Celtic should have a laser cannon too. It's hard to tell from the pictures just because of the angle, but when we actually pull them, we can go through them for sure. It's so fun. I just put those in the attic. But those are your options on Predators. Like I said, some of them are a little bit older, so I actually got pretty lucky finding those again because I remember seeing them at Toys R Us like all the time, but now they're like all out of print. The ones with the other, like the APP ones and stuff. But I found them at a comic shop earlier in the year, and I was like, "Well, I'm not leaving these behind." I knew once I saw the scar, I was like, "I'm not. This is the best one. Like this is literally the best Predator that's ever been released." It probably was the other one that I sold. There was one that I sold on eBay. It was like a different name. Chopper. Yeah, I had the chopper and I sold it. I think I sold it for like 135. Somebody made me an offer on it. Yeah, but that one shop, I found all four of those that we've been talking about. So the three from AVP and then the Elder V2. They had all of them. And I was like, I'll take all of them. And it was this year too. It's crazy. Scar was the last one to survive. Does he make it through the movie? Requiem? I just watched Requiem too. I have a translucent one too, but that one's like in my personals. Yeah, my buddy was getting back into the Predators because you can use a lot of their accessories. Scar was the reason why the alien was mutated. The wolf had to go kill. Oh, so he's the one that at the end of AVP has a chest burster inside of it? Is that what it is? Or was he in Requiem? The facehugger got Scar. Okay, so at the end of AVP, like right before the credits roll, when the chest bursts out, that's the Scar that he's bursting out of. And then in the next movie, he gives birth to the Predalien. All right, that's good to know. That's interesting stuff. I mean, back when I grabbed the Scar, I was like, oh, this looks the most like the traditional Predator from the first movie. I wasn't like looking too much into it. I was like, this one looks the coolest. I'm gonna grab this one. But now, like, when you go back and you watch everything and you realize it, that's cool. Yeah, gotcha. That's funny. It's funny because I did just watch both those AVP movies like right after Halloween. So like in November. Because I always go a month of horror for Halloween and then I transition into sci-fi. So I like rewatched like The Thing, I watched The Predator, there are a couple other things. But I always transition into sci-fi. I hold those movies off. Yeah, they're fun. They're fun. They're definitely entertaining. Once the shit hits the fan in AVP, it does get really entertaining and cool. And he's like when they're actually fighting the fucking xenomorphs and shit. And then it turns into a buddy cop comedy. We are approaching 2 a.m. So we're getting ready to sign off. So if anybody has any final requests before we sign off, please let me know. Otherwise, guys, feel free to shoot me a DM. Keep me updated on your want lists. We will be back tomorrow at 11:30 p.m. Eastern. So feel free to come join us then. Otherwise, we have a convention this weekend that we're going to be working. So if you guys have want lists, let me know and I'll keep an eye out for stuff when we're working the show because there will be a lot of vendors there. It's a pretty big toy show. It's literally called ToyCon. So definitely let me know. It's ToyCon, New Jersey. It's in Parsippany, New Jersey. It's Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is 9 to 5. Sunday is 9 to 4. 9 to 10 is early bird, so people actually pay extra to come in earlier. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Well, there it is. I mean, if you decide to come one day, let me know. Because right now I'm gonna hold stuff back for you and not bring it to the show, so I don't sell it without you. But if you feel like stopping by, let me know. There's definitely gonna be a lot of vendors there, so. Okay, Dale. I mean, it's the last show of the year, but like I said, we're always available. And even if you, like I said, just in general, if you're looking for stuff, even if we don't have it, just let me know and I'll keep an eye out. And I'll just keep an eye out for stuff for you if you want. I can always grab stuff and then sell it to you on here. Just let me know what you're after. Let me know what your budget is on it, and that's it. Give a skim through of our inventory, see if we have stuff or not. If you can find a 3 3/4 inch Rex, let me know. Okay, I'll keep an eye out. There are ones that I have here, but I consider them personals. But I will definitely let you know if I decide to sell any of those. For sure. But a TVC, are you looking for sealed or loose? Phase one, need phase two. You talk about 3 3/4 inch. Phase one. Either. Gotcha. All right, I'll keep an eye out for Rexes just in general. So you need the Bad Batch one? Okay, whatever. Oh, I see what you mean. Like phase two clone armor, phase one versus phase two. I gotcha. I understand that. Gotcha. The clone stuff, I need to like every once in a while. I need to refresh myself because there's so much going on with that. All right, so we're gonna sign off for the night. So thanks everybody for hanging out with me. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for your business. Thanks for hanging out and being active in the chat so we could bullshit and talk about stuff. Definitely makes the streams go a little bit faster and is a little more entertaining for everybody involved. So like I said, we'll be back at 11:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And feel free to shoot me DMs either on Instagram or on here for anything that you guys are interested in. All right, guys. Have a good night. Peace out.